also. Okay. So welcome to this session of Data Analytics by Open Mentor. We thank the sponsors Resilio and IFE Academy for the same. Now I'm going to start something new today. What I am showing to you is a Python file. Okay. The Python file's name is modules.py. So what I have done is I have defined three functions M1, M2 and M3 in one file. This file doesn't have anything. I am not going to execute the file. Even if I execute the file, I am not calling anything, so it will not do anything. So all I am doing is I have put all my functions in a file, modules.py. So then what I am going to do is I am going to create another file. Instead of copying those functions into this one, I am going to say import. People who are familiar with C programming, you would have used hash include. Other languages may use something like use or using, something like that. Java has import also. So import meaning somebody has already coded some functions in some program. Rather than you coding something, for example, now you know how to validate a PAN number. Then you can code how to validate a car number, how to validate email, how to validate Swift code, how to validate IFSC code. Same like if you take railways or say any ERP system, the date you enter cannot be less than the current date. In 100 different places, that validation will be used. Rather than every programmer coding the same thing again and again and again, somebody can code it in a file. Other people can simply say, I have called it modules.py. I say import modules. Then I give a nickname. This is a long name, and I say give name yum. Okay. Import modules as yum. What this means is bring all the functions coded in that particular module, the Python module, to this. But internally, I'm going to refer it as yum because this maybe today it is smaller. Everywhere I want to call it as yum. The moment I use import, the functions coded m1, m2, m3 become visible to me inside this one. Now I'm going to say m1. I call this function. I say mcall. Let me make it as mcall. Now I said import, and then I say m1. Let me run it. When I run it, it says, hey, name m1 is not defined. It says an error, but I am sure this m1 is coded in this module. But the thing is, the moment you say m1, first it will look into this file, mcall.py. Within this file, it will check whether there is a function called m1. Whether there is a function written in this Python file called m1. It is not there, so it is giving error. So what I need to do is, I have to explicitly say m dot. That means I'm saying these modules I imported and then I have given a nickname m, short name, m dot m1. That means look into this m1 function in this module, then execute that. That's what I'm saying. Same way, I can also say the moment I put m and then dot, just watch. Automatically it is bringing those functions written into that in that module and then bring it, because the moment you said import, it brings all of them into my memory, and then I say m2 in bracket, now call m1 and m2 call, let me say m1 and m3 call. If you don't specify the module name, it will by default go to within this file, it will search, it will fail. So instead, I'm saying make sure that you are calling that from that file or that module, don't do it here. So that is what we are saying. Now let me execute this. Run. It is working fine. In that M1 and M2, I'm just printing I am in M1, I am in M3. So if I go back and then show that, so in M1 I'm printing I am in M1, M2 I am in M2, M3 I'm saying I am in M3. So when I call M1 and M3 from here saying the module is M, and then it is perfectly executed. This is called reusability. One person can code in one place, other people can do it. For example, in your own project, somebody has coded a function. You also need the exact logic. You don't have to code. Ask that person to put it as a library. This is called, some people call it as a module, reusable module. Some people call it as a package. Some people call it as a library. Ask that person to put it. You just import. Then you can just call. You don't have to code it at all. What is the applicability of this? Let me go back to, I am going to a Google screen. If you see here, I just made a search ML libraries, which language has most. The first result that came is Python. Python leads all other languages, more than 60% of machine learning developers. Okay. So the moment you do any search on it, Python comes with an assortment of excellent libraries and tools for ML. So we are going to learn TensorFlow in our machine learning. Lot of people in the world, either in your own project somebody wrote, you are using, or in your company somebody has wrote, you are using it, or in the world so many open source developers have developed machine learning libraries in Python, or also has the same thing. But Python is very simple, R is cryptic, but R is also very powerful, very, very powerful. You would have seen almost all English keywords, no cryptic keywords. The reason why Python leads is this is having lot of reusable libraries coded by hundreds or thousands of open source developers across the world. They have developed and then they have published. For example, if I say scikit learn, right? It will go to this scikit-learn.org. Scikit-learn.org has developed a lot of machine learning libraries. And remember classification, regression, and clustering that you have seen in the first class by Kaushik. Or I think, Kaushik would have given the introduction. So many routines are written, and you could see a GitHub download open source available. How is it possible that I can use? All I need is download. Once you download and then put it into the directory, and then say, all I need to say import. Job is done. This is why Python is so powerful. So the reusability comes in terms of packages or modules or also libraries. Reusable code, somebody has already written it, hundreds of people already tested it. Just bring it to your environment, start importing, start using. This avoids the redundant effort or recurring effort or reinventing the wheel effort by other developers, so that your code will become very compact. You are assured of results very quickly, so your time is also very less to get all things going. Is this clear? Is is this clear? Great. and very simple. That is why this is gaining. In fact, it is growing day by day. Lot of people are writing so many libraries as we speak. You want charting, it is available. You want machine learning, it is available. You want neural network, it is available. You want math, it is available. So since I brought the word math, let me also show something. Okay, uh, import math. There is a library already called math, comes along with the Python basic package math as X. Okay, now I'm saying X dot. The moment I put X dot, okay, maybe first time I have to just run it. It will just import it. Okay, now let me go back to have brought it into its environment. Now see X dot, your trigonometric function, arc cosine, arc sine, sine, arc tangent, ceiling, so many libraries, trigonometric functions. Okay, logarithmic mathematical functions. For example, there is a function already called factorial. It is somebody has already written it. Factorial of phi. So I say y is equal to factorial of phi into y. You don't have to write a function. No, it is available now. Factorial of phi is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, which is equal to 120. Let us run it. Look, it's printing 120. So it is already written. So mathematical functions, trigonometric functions, they are all available to you. Now, let me go here. I say y is equal to x dot. I want to calculate square root. It's available. Square root of what? Square root of 225 into y. So let me run it. So square root of 225 is 15. Same way, I want to raise y is equal to x dot. There is a function called power. Okay, power. I want to say 2 power 10. Print y. What is 2 power 10? It should be 1024, right? 2 power 10 is 1024. That is 1 kilobyte for us. So lot of mathematical functions, trigonometric functions, log, log to the base 10, including your lot of things are already written. So that is why I am able to use mathematical functions. In C also you have got math.lib, mathlib, right? So it is available. Like this, tons and tons of libraries are written. So in today's world, what we need to do, the job is already done by so many people. What we need to do is what library has got what. If you know that, you can straight away use the command and then start using it. So it makes my life simple. But knowing whether it is there, where is it, what all that, see here I am passing one parameter, here I am passing two parameters. So I need to know this is base, this is the power. So like that in machine learning also, this is the value set, this is the time frame, predict. How to use, I need to know. Where is the library? Who is the library provider? All these things, if you know, it becomes fun, it becomes easy, it takes less time. And the most advantage in open source, it is already tested by millions of people who are consuming it. So is the reusable module library clear to you all? If so, please raise hands. Good. Now, let us do an immediate use of this one. I am going to my uh, collab editor. What you are seeing here is, let me delete this one. I am using import. Today we are going to see some datetime functions. We have seen how to use numbers. We have seen how to use strings. In your database, you are dealing with same int, big int, long int, and then say real, float, so many things. Then same way char, var chars, strings you are using. You are also using datetime. Datetime is also one of the important things in every programming you will be using it. Whether it is railways reservation system, date of journey will come. Banking, date of transaction will come. Application, date of birth will come. So everywhere, number, string, and date, these three primary data types will keep coming again and again and again. So how to deal with date? Python has already written datetime function library. All you need to do is import that library. So I import datetime library. I'm saying give a nickname dt. To get the current stamp, I'm saying dt dot datetime of now. So from this dt, there is an object called datetime. I am saying now. This will return d. Now I am printing the type of d. Then I am printing what it is writing. Now let me run it. Okay, I am running it. What you see here is it is first saying the type is datetime dot datetime. So the type is datetime. Now it is printing the current time when the program ran. Current year, current month, current date, a space, hour, minute, second, microsecond. Then I want to know the current year. All you need to do is d dot year. Current month, d dot month. Current day, d dot month. Day. Current hour, current minute, current second, current microsecond, you can say d dot microsecond. All I did is from the time I split into 20, 12, 20, just you call the day d dot year, month, day, hour, minute, second. Most of the programs we may not use microseconds unless there is a need. Like of course, stock market applications use microseconds also because trades or buy or sell trades, stock market trades, filed microseconds apart, they can have differential values in terms of price. So to access date, you can use this. I can take a datetime and then putting into a string. I can take a datetime. The moment I put d dot, it is going to give you a lot of function. Whether it's a week calendar, whether what is a microsecond, right? And then what is the time zone also? You can get the time alone, you can get the timestamp, and then time to tuple value you can get. What is the time zone? Okay, what is the time zone name? TZ name. Okay, suppose I say d dot tz name. I say print d dot tz name. Let me run it. Oh, sorry. There should be some. This is an object. Then tz name dot something to be converted. I think so. Tz name. Just see. Let me see what it comes. Whether it means, but it says none. I need to say tz name dot whether it is displaying. So some it is not coming over here. D dot. Let me see. Or built-in function or method tz name tz info. Let me see what is tz info. There's nothing coming out. Let me try to print it. It's not returning. So I need to see the documentation. What is time zone info? Because I'm expecting time zone info. Okay, it needs to be get set descriptor of d dot time zone info. What is the parameters to be passed to it, or what is the attribute I have to get it? I need to read the documentation. Okay. So like this, there are tons of functions this guy is giving. My aim is Rather than me writing every logic, reuse the same logic by different, which is already given in libraries, start using it. Is date time clear to you?